Now that we've learned a bit of background on UX and its brief history, and we know that to be a UX designer, you can't just understand how to do UX, but instead must first understand why we do UX and what UX is, let's build forth starting with understanding the foundation of UX, user-centered design. User-centered design, known in short as UCD, has been around in some form since the 1970s. The basic premise of UCD is that it is a process in which the needs, wants, and limitations of end users of a product are given extensive attention at each stage of the design process. UCD answers questions about users and their tasks and goals, then uses the findings to make decisions about development and design. UCD of a website, for example, seeks to answer the following questions. Who are the users of the product or service? What are the user's tasks and goals? What are the user's experience levels with the product and products like it? What functions do the users need from the product? What information might the users need, and in what form do they need it? How do users think the product should work? After answering these questions, we would use the answers to inspire product design and drive product development. Note that UCD is different than participatory design, where we attempt to include all stakeholders in the process. I mention this as these two types of design, user-centered and participatory, are often confused. UCD focuses a great deal on the persona. The persona. You will hear this term a lot in the UX industry. Here, I am using the term generically to mean a behavioral representation of a user type. However, you will also hear the term persona used to indicate a UX deliverable that looks much like this. For some reason, many UXers seem to be obsessed with creating personas, and although they are a helpful tool, I want you to keep in mind that they are only a tool that you may use on your journey through UXdom, and they are not the end-all be-all of amazing UX design work. Just a tool. UCD focuses a great deal on the persona or behavioral representation of the user, as well as the use of scenario-based design, where the actor, or persona, is taken through different stories to ensure the product meets their needs. All of this is to ensure that we, the people building the product, have empathy for, as well as include and give attention to, our users throughout the entirety of product and service creation. In later stages of this course, we'll talk about the UCD process as it has been specifically utilized in the field of UX. Knowing this will allow us to design an experience with the user in mind.